There's a lot of people up for the phrase invest. Not many people are up for the term wait. But that's what it takes. Getting rich is easy. It's the waiting that's hard. Investing is like baking. And the best way I can describe it, and I've taught this over time, is you have your ingredients. Let's say you're baking a cake. You have your cake ingredients. You then put it in the oven at a certain temperature, and then it's cooked for a period of time. So the investment, that's the ingredients, right? So it should be constant. So you put the ingredients together, only for investing, you keep adding ingredients. The heat of the oven, that's the rate of return. And then over time, that's how long things take to bake. But let's say you're impatient. And you go, no, I don't have 45 minutes or an hour to wait for this apple pie to cook. I'm hungry. So I want that cake now. So I'm going to ratchet up the heat because I want it to do it in less time. So instead of taking an hour, I want to get it done in 15 minutes. I'm going to ratchet up the heat. You know and I know what happens. It gets burnt. It'll be rotten on the inside and burnt on the outside, just like many people's fortunes. When we want too great a rate of return, 8%, that sounds ridiculously low. I'm looking to increase my money by 100% because that's what I want. And in the world we live in today, and it's when I talk to younger people, especially millennials, and I'll give you some data on this in a minute, but when I talk to millennials about getting rich, they're all in. They want the idea of having a fortune. They like the idea of investing. They don't like the idea of waiting. They want it, and they want it now. Like Veruca in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Give it to me now. That is not how you get rich. You got to do it over time. So the cake, it's going to take as long as it takes to cook. You put it in for a reasonable temperature over a reasonable amount of time, and you wait. Warren Buffett says he measures the success of his investments after 5 years. We sometimes wait 5 days or 5 hours or 50 minutes because you can look up your stocks or your investments right away. People also take that investment mindset to real estate. Those are always the people who get burned in real estate. There's a lot of fortunes made in real estate. I remember the guy who said to me one time, oh, that guy made a small fortune in real estate. And I said, how do you do that? He started with a large one. Well, how do you make a large fortune into a small fortune in real estate? Is you keep jumping around. People who win in real estate, they buy, and they hold, and they keep it. And that's how you win. So what does Warren Buffett say about investing? He says, invest in what you know. If you don't understand it, don't invest in it. If the person selling it to you can't explain it clearly, don't invest in it. I get hundreds of investment opportunities across my desk every year. And many of them are not very clearly understood. And so in the early days, I go, well, I must be dumb. I must not know. I'm going to be candid with you. I sat at a lunch table at the country club I belong to when one of the best known crypto funds in the news lately presented an offer. And there was about 18 guys at the table. And I was there to listen. I'm always open for an opportunity. These people explained what they had. I asked some questions. Other people asked some questions. And people were making commitments. Some people were making huge commitments right then and there at that lunch table. And they asked me, I said, I won't be involved. And they said, why? I said, I just don't understand. And, we explained this. I said, I just can't understand it. Now, maybe I'm not smart enough, but the way you guys described it, I still don't know what it is I'm investing in. And I don't invest in what I don't know. So the bottom line is, never buy into a business you can't understand. Never buy a product you can't understand. Never buy an asset you can't understand. Thanks for watching. If you want more tips on how to think, feel, and do better, check out these videos too. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave us a like if you enjoyed the content.